Welcome back to part 2 of our eye-opening series uncovering the truth behind the sensationalized Konerak Sinthasomphone story. In part 1, we pulled back the curtain on the chaotic incident scene, exposing the gaps in the narrative. Missing witnesses, including firefighters, a large crowd, and even the women the media claimed were trying to save Konerak. Today, we uncover the shocking truth about what happened to police officers John Balcerzak and Joseph Gabrish, the pair famously known for returning Konerak to Jeff Dahmer. Plus, we'll uncover what state records reveal about Konerak Sinthasomphone. Get ready for a deep dive into one of the most disturbing chapters in true crime history.
Grabbing at the young Laotian boy. It all happened about 12:30 in the morning of May 27th. That's when Tina Spively says she and her friend saw Konerak Sinthasomphone stumble into
Milwaukee police found body parts in a north side apartment, and now they wonder if they've uncovered some kind of death factory. This was the scene earlier this morning. Police hired a private contractor to haul a refrigerator and a tank of acid.
To this day, the names John Balcerzak and Joseph Gabrish are etched in infamy. These were the officers who reportedly returned Konerak to Jeffrey Dahmer, despite desperate pleas from witnesses. Their inaction would later come under fire as a damning example of systemic failures and alleged bias against minority communities. But the story extends beyond the shocking headlines. Konerak's tragic tale became a rallying cry for change. It exposed deeply rooted issues in law enforcement, sparking necessary conversations about prejudice, negligence, and accountability, or so we thought. The official narrative is clear, too clear, but as disturbing inconsistencies and unanswered questions surrounding this story emerge, we're compelled to ask, did Konerak even exist? Scouring through verified databases, state search records, and historical documents yields an unsettling result. No record of a Konerak Sinthasomphone exists, not in official databases, not in heritage records, not even in critical state files. And then there's this stark contradiction. Official timelines muddy more than they clarify. Was Gabrish reinstated in 1994 as widely reported, or did he actually join the Grafton Police Department months before, in 1993? The inconsistencies pile up and begin to twist the narrative in ways we never expected. In the aftermath, both John Balcerzak and Joseph Gabrish were widely reported to have been suspended with pay and then fired due to their alleged acts of omission related to their handling of the Konerak incident. However, we are told that they were later reinstated in June 1994 by Judge Robert J. Parins, receiving back pay of $55,000 each. This court case record is accessible in the online Justia Legal database and offers additional details about this case, including the reported decision to reinstate the 2 police officers in May 1994. Now here's an intriguing anomaly. The widely accepted narrative reports that Gabrish was reinstated in June 1994. However, the truth is that he actually joined the Grafton Police Department on August 30th, 1993, as evidenced by the resolution issued upon his retirement. If we're expected to trust the official narrative, it's shocking that the Grafton Police Department saw no issue hiring this officer, an individual who faced disgrace, termination, and intense media scrutiny. Sound believable to you? We didn't think so either. Just 2 years later, the very same officers, Balcerzak and Gabrish, find themselves hired as private investigators by Jeff Dahmer's attorney Gerald Boyle. Their mission? Defense work in a high-profile child abuse case tied to Milwaukee's Catholic Archdiocese. How did these officers, tainted by controversy, become trusted investigators for a case of this magnitude? Is this mere coincidence, or does it speak to deeper relationships and conflicts of interest? The connections are unsettling, the implications impossible to ignore. The Konerak story serves as a chilling reminder of how deeply emotions influence media narratives. Fueled by outrage and shock, the media amplified a story riddled with errors and omissions, turning the alleged tragedy into a spectacle. But what if none of this happened? What if Konerak never existed to begin with? Could the outrage have been built on fiction, crafted to ignite cultural and systemic change through the power of emotion? At its core, this case is not just about two officers or even Jeff Dahmer. It's about understanding the forces driving the narratives we believe. When the facts crumble, all that's left are the questions. What does it say if Konerak's story didn't happen? Did systemic biases lead to devastation? Or did selective storytelling push an agenda devoid of truth? And if we've been sold a fabrication here, what else in our history might we have gotten wrong? The truth is that in May 2005, Balcerzak was elected president of the Milwaukee Police Association. After a long career, he retired in 2017 with a pension. Gabrish, on the other hand, left the Milwaukee force to join the Grafton Police Department, where his career continued to rise. He served as interim police chief, captain, and eventually chief of police in Trenton, Wisconsin, before retiring in 2019. They faced no real disgrace in reality. From the shocking allegations of systemic failure to troubling ties with the clergy, the Konerak story raises chilling questions that cannot and must not be ignored. What are your thoughts on this case? Could reality really be stranger than fiction? Watch the full investigation and share your perspective. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us on this incredible investigation as we reveal the truth about Jeff Dahmer.